Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a monthly September message for all of the Sagittariuses out in the collective. Please note this is going to be a general reading, so it will not resonate with every single Sagittarius out in the collective. I ask that you take with you what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are new to my channel, welcome to Eileen Into Spirit. My name is Eileen Rouse. I'm a psychic intuitive and spiritual coach, and I provide you with guidance, wisdom, and inspiration every week right here on this channel. Without further ado, let's get into your message, Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, you know the drill. We are going to do a 9-card draw. Should we need to clarify any cards already on the table, we will do so with a separate deck. Let's get shuffling. Angels, archangels, guides, ascendant masters, what information and what insight do you have for Sagittarius this month? What information and what insight do you have for Sagittarius this month? What information and what insight do you have for Sagittarius this month? Interesting. What information and what insight do you have for Sagittarius this month? What information and what insight do you have for Sagittarius this month? Whoa. What information and what insight do you have for Sagittarius this month? What information and what insight do you have for Sagittarius this month? What information and what insight do you have for Sagittarius this month, Spirit? Do you want this one? Yes. Okay. What information and what insight do you have for Sagittarius? What information and what insight do you have for Sagittarius? One more, please. Thank you. All right. All right, Sagittarius. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get started. So, first card up represents where you currently are. And Sagittarius, you are at the 5 of Cups in reversed. This is a good place to be. I know probably people who are seeing this and know a little bit about tarot, they're like, oh my God, the 5 of Cups. But because it's reversed, this is a very good place to be. So what this truly represents is that you are overcoming a lot of bad behaviors and you're doing a lot of growth right now. So this is where you currently are. You have sort of turned your back on all the things that have sort of caused you pain, have sort of made you feel like you were either neglected or abandoned or rejected. All of the losses, you've turned your back on that, and now you've put your focus on these 2 cups behind you, and you're seeing this bridge, and that bridge, you're taking that journey towards that new bridge, towards a new beginning. So this is growth, right? And you're removing these old destructive behaviors and patterns that you have been sort of in a process of letting go of for a very long time. So this is a very good place to be. Now, what is your theme this month? Now, this is very interesting. I am going to clarify this card because you got the 3 of Cups in reversed. And when I see a 3 of Cups in reverse, what I'm really seeing is that you're not really spending enough time with other individuals to sort of allow yourself to feel like you're a part of the team, or you're a part of the group. I'm going to get some clarity on this one because to me that just, it seems a little odd to be in that place. So usually a 3 of Cups is about celebrating. Whether you celebrate the successes and the wins with those people that you are the closest to, but when it's in reverse, I sort of feel like you've sort of taken a step back from certain individuals and you're no longer celebrating them. You sort of put yourself off on like this little island. And that's really your theme this month. I think your theme this month is to really, okay. So what I'm hearing is your theme this month is about cutting ties with certain individuals that are not helping you grow. If they are not helping you grow, you need to cut them out completely. And that includes like no longer reaching out to them, no longer feeling obligated, no longer feeling like, well, this is something that I've always done, so I need to do it. You need to cut that out, because the amount of effort, if they're not putting in the same equal amount of effort into your relationship and supporting you in what you're doing and where you're growing, then they're not a true friend. Okay. That's clearly what I'm hearing, but let's clarify it. So angels, archangels, guides, ascendant masters, why is this 3 of Cups in reverse here for Sagittarius? Why is this 3 of Cups here in reverse for Sagittarius? 10 of Cups. Exactly what I said. It's not fulfilling. There is no spiritual fulfillment, emotional fulfillment in these individuals that are not helping you grow. Because I want to point out here with this 3 of Cups, notice how you see like all of these pumpkins, right? It's growth, right? It's also when you have when you look at this right side up, okay, these women are celebrating. They're celebrating that they have grown together, right? They're loving each other. They're nurturing each other. They're helping each other succeed and grow. And with this card being in reversed, your theme is that any individual that is not supporting you, that is not helping you grow, that is not helping you become that best version of yourself, you need to let them go, because it's not fulfilling you. It's actually stunting you from your true purpose and your true intention of that pure spiritual fulfillment. So that's what you need to do here. So that is your theme this month. Your theme this month is to really come into your own awareness of the certain individuals that you need to cut ties with. And trust me when I say it will probably be difficult, because it'll be people that you least expect. And it's really about you being very aware of these individuals. Now, what are you accomplishing this month? I love this for you, Sagittarius. You have the 9 of Pentacles. What this truly means, what you're accomplishing is you're going to start reaping the rewards. You're going to start seeing all of your success. And if you've really struggled with seeing abundance and prosperity, and if you struggled in seeing your all of your efforts that you've put into, you're going to start seeing them, right? A 9 of Pentacles is independent energy, okay? It truly represents energy where you yourself have worked so hard on something, and now you're starting to reap the rewards, and you're grateful. You're grateful for the experience. You're understanding that there are cycles to how things go in life. And I absolutely love this. So that is what you are accomplishing this month. You're going to start seeing the growth. You're going to start seeing the abundance. You're going to start seeing everything that you've been working towards. You're going to start seeing it prosper. Okay. Now, what do you need to avoid this month? Now, here's what I want to point out. You have 2 9s on the board, and they are literally like one right after the other. So you're going to want to look up the number 99. Okay. Now, what you need to avoid is the 9 of Cups, okay? You just had the 9 of Pentacles, okay? So Pentacles truly represents your resources, right? The things that you work towards that fulfill you in the physical, okay? A 9 of Cups are things that fulfill you emotionally, okay? That provide you fulfillment, okay? And I feel that what you need to avoid is getting caught up in the details of what that fulfillment is. Because what I'm hearing is that you might look at all of your cups, everything that you've worked so hard towards, and you might find one cup, okay, that isn't, you know what I'm hearing in my head here, Sagittarius? The glass is either half full or half empty. Your perception of whether it's half full or half empty is what you need to avoid. Because if you feel that it's half half full, or if you feel that it's half empty, the type of emotion that you put into that is what you need to avoid, right? You want to avoid looking at things as half full and half empty. They are what they are. And really focus in on the type of emotion that you have attached to your fulfillments or your accomplishments. Okay, that's important. That is what you need to avoid. Avoid looking at it as half empty, right? It is what it is. That is like my number one all-time favorite phrase. When I say it is what it is, it means that you are recognizing things for what they are, and you cannot change other people's perceptions, beliefs, or anything like that. It's really about how you see the world. Your perception, how you see the things that you've accomplished, the things that you've been successful at, how you see it is ultimately the type of energy that you're bringing in. Okay? Now, what do you need to embrace this month? You have the 10 of Wands. I love this because this means that what you're embracing this month is you're letting these burdens go, baby. You're recognizing that, you know what? The end is the end. I'm done with carrying other people's crap. I'm done carrying all of these burdens that I don't need to be carrying anymore. Even if it's stuff from your past, you're letting them go. You're at the end. And what you're going to do is you're going to cross this finish line. And that's what you need to embrace. You need to embrace the end of bad cycles, the end of bad behaviors, the end of the type of negative energy that you put into things where you see things as half empty. Okay, that is what you're embracing this month. Now, what is the obstacle you're going to face? We have the 8 of Swords here. Okay, now the obstacle in this is that I feel that as things start to take shape in your world, and as things really start to show up, because you're going to start seeing things grow and things expand, and you're going to start seeing your everything you've worked so hard for, I really feel that what's going to happen is the obstacle is going to be, you're going to feel like, oh my God, this is all too much, all too fast. And you're going to put yourself in a state of being bound. Okay. Here's what I need you to understand. I feel, Sagittarius, that you have been trapped in this repetitious cycle of carrying all these burdens because you feel that it is a part of you. And while it was a part of you, it does not define you. Okay. And what I need you to understand is the obstacle here is that when you feel that weight lifted off your shoulders, you're going to feel so disconnected. You're going to feel so uncomfortable because this is an unknown territory for you. It's unfamiliar ground. You're not going to know what to do with yourself. You're so used to being in this trapped energy. You're so used to being bound by all of the burdens that you've had to carry that when you're no longer carrying them, you're not going to know how to act. You're not going to know how to respond. And it's going to make you feel like I'm not myself, right? It's going to sort of give you this identity crisis where you're going to feel like, oh my God, something's wrong. Okay, so I'm going to draw an additional card to get advice on what you really need to focus on when you're faced with this obstacle of not knowing who you are without being trapped. Okay, so angels, archangels, guides, ascended masters, what advice can you give Sagittarius for this 8 of Swords? What advice can you give? Yes. Okay. I had to draw 2 because you got the 9 of Swords. Okay. So remember what I said, this 8 of Swords, all of the burdens have made you feel trapped. Okay. That's the obstacle you're going to face. The obstacle is going to be you not knowing what to do with yourself when you no longer feel trapped. Okay. And what's going to happen is you're going to end up getting all these fears, right? These fears that, oh my God, I'm not in the right place. I'm not doing the right thing. I'm going in the wrong direction. I no longer feel like myself. Have I done the right thing? All these fears, all these worries are going to start popping up. Okay. But here's your advice. You're being reborn. With the death and the rebirth, you are literally being reborn. Okay. Now, I'm going to share a little something with you here, Sagittarius. You also have the death card here. Now that you have 2 death cards, I need you to understand that the reason why the 8 of Swords is your obstacle is because you are transforming. You are literally changing. Okay. Remember what I said. You are currently at the 5 of Cups in reverse, which is about change. You are changing patterns. You are changing behaviors. You are changing so much that you are being reborn. So it's going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel like unknown territory. It's going to feel awkward. It's going to feel like you don't even know yourself. And so what I need you to really understand here, when you feel that uncomfortableness, okay, when you feel that uncomfortableness, what is the support that you have? You have the 6 of Cups, okay? The 6 of Cups is remembering moments of being loved, being nurtured, being supported, calling upon, people from your past, or really allowing yourself to bring up that nostalgia memories of things from your childhood that were so good and so loving and so grounding and so nurturing, right? That is what you bring in to support you. Okay, here's what I want to point out, because it's going to be so important that you remain grounded. So important that you remain grounded, because here's what I want to point out. This 8 of Swords, she's wearing a red dress, okay? The 9 of Swords, she's wearing a red dress, okay? The death and the rebirth, this individual is wearing a red cloak, okay? So what that means is red really truly connects us to our root chakra, which is childhood trauma. And it connects us to our sense of belonging and our sense of safety and security. So in moments when you feel like you're in the wrong place, or you've done something wrong, or you feel like you're in unknown territory, it's going to be so important for you to do something that makes you feel grounded. Absolutely grounded. Remembering to allow yourself to recall, beautiful, loving, nurturing memories from your past that make you feel loved and supported. Okay. Also, the 6 of Cups is about spirit letting you know that they've never left your side, right? Also, it's about you connecting with that younger self that feels like they're lost or they're out of place because they're no longer bound by old patterns, old beliefs, old behaviors. This is about you learning to reach out to that younger self and providing that younger self with that love and that nurturing that you need here, Sagittarius. All right. What is the action? You have the Death card in reversed. Now, it doesn't matter that it's reversed because it has the same meaning when it's in reversed. You got to allow the transformation to happen, okay? First and foremost, see things for what they are. Allow things to transform the way that they are meant to transform, okay? That is your action. You're not going to be able to get past this, or you're not going to be able to avoid this, I should say, because it's going to happen whether you want it to or not, okay? Now, what is your advice and your encouragement here, Sagittarius? You have the King of Cups, and I love this for you because this truly means that you're going to come into balance, not only spiritually and emotionally, but you're going to be able to be so in control of who you are that you will be able to deliver that same love and nurturing to others and help others on their journey. A King of Swords is so emotionally fulfilled, and knows that they are in control of their own emotions. They're in balance with themselves, with their higher self. And that is the beauty here, because that is where you are going. That's where you are headed. And I absolutely love this. So let's draw an additional card here for you, Sagittarius. What additional information and insight can you offer Sagittarius this month, Spirit? What additional information and insight can you offer Sagittarius this month? What additional information and insight can you offer Sagittarius? What additional information and insight can you offer Sagittarius? I love this. Sagittarius, you got number 12, which reduces to a 3, which is about a balance of mind, body, and spirit. Now, this card is Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. I love this, okay? And I really feel that this is really about the transformation that is occurring in your life, because you are meant to be reborn for newer purposes for the future, right? You have a great destiny ahead of you. So let's see what the book has to say about Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. All right, here's what it says. Protecting the future, legacy, and true riches. In the Dragon's Hoard, jewels and precious objects scatter the ground, while ancient scrolls inscribed with the wisdom teachings lie within reach. This is a rich opportunity, and you can fill your satchel with the treasures you like best. Take the gifts offered you and dedicate them to the well-being of all, beginning with your own. But beware, all that glitters is not gold. Select the precious treasures that will further your spiritual growth, and avoid the shiny objects that are empty of real value. Know that the hoard does not belong to you. It belongs to your grandchildren. What is the inheritance that you wish to leave for tomorrow? What seeds are you planting that you will harvest in your old age when you are weary? What seeds will bear fruit after you are no longer here? The dragon guards the legacy of the future. All who come empty-handed or to fill only their own pockets with gold lie in a dusty heap of bones. You have been allowed entrance by virtue of your kindness or your spiritual practice or sheer luck. Consider as well that your present, this moment, is the future to the dragon. You may be the one we have all been waiting for. So do not hesitate to take what bequest has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. This is the time to be bold. Do not delay or overthink. Remember to bring an offering for the dragon, lest it believe you are its lunch. A simple prayer will do. Sagittarius, this is a beautiful message. I think it really truly pinpoints everything that we talked about. Remember, your theme this month was the 3 of Cups in reverse, which is about you really evaluating the relationships in your life. If they are not supporting you, if they are not helping you grow, you need to get rid of them. The same thing with the Dragon's Hoard. Do not fill your pockets with things that leave you empty. So this is beautiful. You have the Death card twice. You are in a massive transformation right now, and you need to learn to embrace it. Recognize that in moments when you do not feel like yourself, recognize that it's probably parts of you that have been wounded in the past, that have been so boxed in and felt so restricted and so bound, that what it needs right now is love and nurturing and support. So that is your message here, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you next time with your new message. Namaste, guys.